Hello everyone. I just wanted to pop on because it's kind of funny, but it's also not funny, but it is funny. So I'm just coming back from, I had an amazing morning with the Women's Collective of Ireland, WCI in Dunleary. And it was just a fantastic morning with the ladies there doing a self-care and holistic life skills program. So I'm just on the way home. I'm in the car. And everywhere I look, there are bicycles broken down. There's people broken down on the side of the road. There's like frustration and irritation with people driving. I know a couple of friends of mine who've had car issues, bicycle issues. Some people are having communication issues. All these kind of things is just, I'm loving it. So why am I talking about this? Because it is that time again, folks. Drum roll, please. It is Mercury retrograde time. So we are about to go into Mercury retrograde. It's the first of 4 this year. We normally have maybe about 3 a year, and this year we have 4. So what is that all about, Deborah? So Mercury is the planet of communication. So Mercury rules travel, like short distance travel. It rules like your car, your bicycle, because they do normally short trips. Short travel in your community. It rules communication, thoughts, ideas, concepts, how you speak, how you verbalize things, how you interpret things when people are speaking to you. It's about how you digest that information and assimilate that information as well. It's our mental thought processes also. What else? Mercury is also, if you think about the idea of communication, think about your electronics, your phone, your laptop, your emails, your messages, all that kind of stuff. They're all ruled by Mercury also. It's all very mercurial. So in a Mercury retrograde, what happens is the planet Mercury appears as though it's going backwards. It's not going backwards, but it actually just appears like it is. And so in that time, what happens is we go back over themes that are connected to the planet of Mercury and the sign that it's in. So Mercury will be going retrograde backwards from the 20/21st of April, depending on where you are, until the 14th of May. Before and after these dates, about a week or so before and after these dates, even 2 weeks, is what we call the shadow period. So it's where the planet Mercury has been moving, then it stops, stations to go retrograde, and then it goes back over that shadow where it's just come through. Why do you need to know all this? Why, Deborah, why? Basically because this is a time where your emails are going to go missing. They won't send. You'll save items on the laptop and they won't save. You'll say something and it'll be the wrong thing. You'll hear something and it'll be the wrong thing. Your thoughts and like how you think might be a bit more chaotic and off kilter and a little bit all over the place. Your cars might break down. Hey Susie, hey Danny. So your car might break down, your bicycle might get a puncture, all these different things, right? They're all to do with technology. Like your phone's Zoom is like really, really common because everybody uses Zoom these days. So like your laptop might decide to do like a whole restart in the middle of doing a Zoom, or you might have problems with Zoom. The other thing around this time as well is anything to do with contracts or signing things. I would nearly always say, unless it's something that you're going back over, it's not really this. Like Mercury retrogrades are a time of going back over, not starting new things. So if you're about to sign contracts and you can wait a little bit of time, which some people can't, that's totally fine. But if you're not in a hurry, it would be better to wait until after the retrograde. Why? Because there's likely to be something that you need to go back over. So if it's a brand new project and you sign a contract for something during a Mercury retrograde, what tends to happen is, or like start a new project or starting anything new, what tends to happen is later on when we're out of the Mercury retrograde and we've moved on, there's going to be something in that, a piece of information or some sort of like communication or something that wasn't fully clear at the time that you might have to go back over. And that's not like oh my God, I can't do that. Like just live life and just do whatever it is that you need to do. But it's only just to be mindful and aware that that tends to be what happens. Like buying electronics or buying any new kind of electrical equipment, I'd wait until after the Mercury retrograde unless you want to have to bring it back, basically, because that tends to be what it is. However, anything that is from the past that's coming back to be revisited, is a perfect time to revisit, right? So anything that you know was a project or a contract or some sort of something or other that maybe it was even like that you meant to buy that kettle the last couple of months ago and you just didn't do it, whatever it is, yeah, absolutely go back over and go do that. So that's totally cool. And if you don't do these things or do these things, it's not a big drama, but it's only just to say that this tends to be what happens with the Mercury retrograde. So this is why everywhere I'm driving, I'm like, I always know when it's coming up to Mercury retrograde, because like literally all of a sudden on the motorway, on all the roads and everywhere, it's like people with their bicycles upside down or it's like cars parked at the side of the road and people on their phones or whatever calling for assistance. And it's like, we must be near the Mercury retrograde. And if I'm honest, I had kind of forgotten about it until I just saw it there now, and the last few days I keep seeing it and I'm like, yep, it must be Mercury retrograde. So this Mercury retrograde is in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is all about lots of different things. Taurus rules finances. Taurus rules the physical senses, so your sight, touch, sound, smell, feel, all that kind of stuff. It rules your worth and self-worth, your value and self-value, so things that you value and things that you desire. It is ruled by the planet of Venus. Venus is all about harmony and peace and, you know, keeping your environment nice and calm and peaceful. So this might be the ideal time to go back over, say redesigning a part of your environment to make it all pretty, and like it's a perfect time to declutter as well. Like, you know, you might want to declutter because your mental space, if it's all busy up here, decluttering your environment to keep the balance and the peace in it might be really good for being able to go back over. And like with that, it allows creative flow to come back in, allows your intuition to come back in as well. So it's a really good time to do that. It might be time to look back over your finances. Certainly because Mercury is in Taurus, it might be that you've spent a lot and now you're having to go back over it. Or it might be that all of a sudden you have to save for something, or just going back over your finances and taking a look at them, doing the maths on it. Maybe you're speaking with your accountant, whatever it is the perfect time to do it as well. This Mercury retrograde is also happening just immediately after our eclipse. So we have a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Aries. So we're basically like, the eclipses bring about sudden change that was unexpected, things that we don't know, you know, that we're not expecting it. You can't plan for eclipses, but the energy tends to be like something kind of that comes out of nowhere. So I would just say anybody for the next couple of weeks, just to be mindful over, you know, what are you spending your money on? Also, it's like there's like a push-pull energy, because part of you with the eclipse energy will want to like get on with things and like move forward. March was a very strange month for a lot of people, and there's like this want to move forward and this want to kind of like just get on with things now. And yet Mercury in the sign of Taurus, Mercury when it's moving forward in Taurus is happy to do things at like a nice little pace. However, Mercury going retrograde in Taurus is like, it can be a bit frustrating. There can be like a real push-pull, stop-start type of energy. So if you find yourself for the next couple of weeks feeling like you really want to start something, but every time you start it, it's a bit of a false start, or every time that you begin something, it's a bit frustrating, don't be blaming yourself. Don't be like, oh my God, this thing, and I'm, you know, really struggling and all the rest of it. Just be gentle on yourself. Be gentle on yourself and know that the energy is there actually to make you go inward. And that's what the retrogrades are really about. They're helping you to stop moving forward and come back into balance by looking back over your life, coming inwards, like slowing down and going back in, so that you can reassess and go back over and just calm everything. That's what, you know, that's what I recommend, is just to calm it all down. For anybody who's interested, on my website, deborahjkelly.com, I have a free 7-day crisis to calm tracker. What that is, it's like the mini version of my ebook and the live course that I do. And it'll basically give you a guide on how to slow down and just tend to your basics. Taurus is all about tending to the basics. Have I got my food in? Have I got water in? Have I got my bills paid? And Netflix and chill. So go back over what it is that you need to do in your day-to-day to be able to feel the calm back in your life. So as I said, head on over to deborahjkelly.com to download that freebie. If you're interested and want to dive a bit deeper, the ebook is there, you can grab that. And then I do a 7-day crisis to calm live every couple of weeks. I'm just finishing one this week and I can't remember the date of my next one. Just have a look at the website as well. But that's it. I just wanted to jump on. I just thought it was funny. I'm not laughing at the people, but I'm like, yeah, Mercury retrograde, because there's just, everybody's broken down everywhere. So be gentle with yourself, be gentle with your communication, be gentle with and patient. Taurus is about having patience. Be patient with yourself and be patient with other people. Everybody's going to be feeling this in different ways. So if somebody's not communicating at the speed that you would like, if they are not saying, if you're not even understanding them, because your Mercury retrogrades might be like, I can see your lips moving, but I don't know what you're saying. Just know that it's not you. You're not going crazy. It's just the energy is forcing you to slow down. I would love anybody watching this. I'd love for you to stick in the comments below and let me know, have you been feeling this Mercury retrograde already? It doesn't start till the 21st, but a lot of people are feeling it already. So let me know in the comments below, are you feeling the Mercury retrograde? I'd love to know. I shall talk to you soon. Bye.